Welcome to the Champions League prediction. This is PMTV Sports KE and I'm Mutie.
And I'm Celine. And remember, this video is brought to you by Playmaster. Kumbuka unaweza ingia kwa site, we have the best odds for you. Na pia unaweza cheza Aviator. Na kama uko online hauna data, unaweza use our USSD code at *265#.
So Champions League final will be happening in Budapest at Hungary. We have quite a couple of interesting games. Let's start with the teams on the left side. We have Chelsea versus PSG.
Yeah, I feel like PSG is not doing well. The fact that they carried the Champions League last season, I felt like they're gonna continue with the same momentum. But the fact that you release some players not on good terms, the lack of Donnarumma, I feel like it has costed the team. And the fact that you have been beaten with a team like Monaco, it means something is wrong with your team. And Chelsea, on the other hand, it's also not doing so well. But I feel like at the end of the day, PSG is gonna carry the day.
PSG have been battling with injuries, suspensions. Remember, Hakimi got injured versus Bayern. Dembele, Doué, Kvaratskhelia, their front line that was firing all cylinders last season. And the front line that took them the Champions League glory, they've also been battling injuries. Currently, Dembele is sidelined. I really don't know for how long. Kvaratskhelia the same. So the only dependable player they have currently is Doué. He's also back from injury. So
we have also Barcola on the other wing.
That's something that has been preventing them from performing how they were performing last season. In terms of fluidity, the team now lacks what they had last season. Remember, they were attacking. They were using the counter-attack mode of football. Now they can't use that because the right players, which Enrique had, they are currently injured. Look at the guys he's trying to play in now. They have Barcola, and then Doué as their 9, and then they have Lee Kang-lee. And then they also signed a youngster from Barcelona called Dro. So this game is a hard game for them, but Parc des Princes, I think they're going to perform well. But remember, teams that finish in the top 8 start the knockouts away. So they have the second game at home. Atmosphere might also play a part. So for the first leg, I think PSG is going to win, but a 2-1 win. And then we're going to see what will happen in the second leg. The second game is your team.
Yeah, I mean, the fixture is one of the shaky fixtures because I don't know why you give us on a draw, you give us Galatasaray. It's like they want us to go home early, but I feel like we have the confidence. You look at Galatasaray, they really did beat Juve.
Yeah.
They thrashed Juve. In as much as that game, I feel like they could have scored
some point.
Yeah, they could have scored many goals. But if you look at Galatasaray, they have a good squad. The fact that you have Osimhen as a finisher, it means that you have a good squad. Even though Osimhen sometimes can be a pain. Okay, I won't say the other word.
Yeah.
He can be a pain. I feel like they have a really good squad, but at the end of the day, it's either we carry Champions League or we don't carry anything. Us as Liverpool, you look on the other side, I think we have a very lethal squad. Even you look at the bench, I feel like we'll see what Arne Slot will do that day, but I'll give a win to Liverpool.
This is a very hard game for Liverpool. Remember, you're starting this game away in Istanbul. That's the Istanbul Arena. You guys lost versus Galatasaray in the group stage.
Yes.
Remember now that it's not all about group stage. Every team gets to play 7 games. So I think you'll also lose the first leg. And then maybe Anfield might come to your... might save you. But remember, I just want to remind you, Liverpool versus Atletico. If you really remember that game where Morata bossed you guys the second leg. So I see the same scenes happening. It's a really hard game. On paper, it looks easy for Liverpool, but that's not an easy game. Remember, Galatasaray you put Osimhen on the side, they have Gundogan.
Yeah.
They have Leroy Sané. They have good players. They have a couple of good players. So it's a hard game. And then the next fixture, it's a fixture we are used to, season in, season out. I think at this point it's getting boring. UEFA need to do something about that fixture. Tell me about it.
I feel like putting Real Madrid each and every single season, you draw them together, it's becoming boring. It's either we know who's gonna carry the day and who's not gonna carry the day. But if you look at the current Real Madrid is not doing good. The fact that you have a whole squad of superstars. Look at the midfield. Valverde is there. We have Courtois on the goal. He's not easily scored, but he is conceding goal. You look at the front, even though Mbappe Kidogo, they're saying he has an injury. You look even at the squad. It's either Camavinga is not starting or Tchouameni is not starting. You look, they have the legs of this Brazilian guy, Vinicius Jr. In as much as he's getting so many racial comments, remember the game they played with Benfica? I feel like Real Madrid are really not up to the task, and I think they're gonna exit in this round of 16 because Man City is really doing good. And as you have said, the Man City squad is coming back together with the starting 11 of Pep Guardiola. I feel like it's gonna be an easy game. It's gonna be Man City wins at Etihad and Real Madrid wins at Santiago Bernabeu.
I think this is a fixture where Man City will win both games, and I have a reason why I'm saying this. You currently look at Madrid, how they've been performing. I've been watching them play La Liga. They fired Xabi Alonso. He's a very good tactician. Mm-hmm. I don't think they'll get another good manager for the next 3 years who's close to what Xabi brought to that team. Mm-hmm. But one thing that really affects this team is the egocentric that is in that team.
Yeah, true.
You have Kylian Mbappe, a very good player, but the guy can't stick to his position. Mm-hmm. They lost to Osasuna in La Liga. Mm-hmm.
Do you feel the reason why Mbappe is not performing, it's because he's playing as a false nine and Vini is playing on his wing?
But that's his position.
His position is not a number 9.
That's why he has been playing in PSG. That's why I'm saying this team has a lot of ego, because I've seen games whereby Vinicius is their number 9 and he sticks in that position.
Even the likes of Rodrigo, he plays a good role.
They stick in their positions for 90 minutes. This is something that Mbappe can't do. And as much as he's scoring goals, it gets to a point like now in the Champions League where it's a unit. You're playing as a unit, not as an individual. Yes, you'll score goals. Man City will score 5, you'll score 2. Who's going to the next round? It's Man City. So I feel like it's something that Madrid are really struggling with. And also versus Benfica. It's only that Benfica approached that game kind of scared. I feel like the game was very open. Now Madrid are also battling injuries. I don't know if Kylian will be ready. Halsen is out. He also has an injury. Bellingham. They're also missing Bellingham. It's a very hard game for Real Madrid, both legs. And then lastly on that pot, we have Atalanta versus Bayern. It's a straight win for Bayern for me.
Atalanta has beaten us home and away. I don't know which season it was.
Wait, are you trying to compare Liverpool to the current Bayern?
No, I'm not comparing to the current Bayern. I mean, this coach Vincent Kompany is doing really good work with Bayern. I'm not comparing Bayern to Liverpool, but I'm saying the season that Atalanta beat us home and away, they really frustrated us. I don't think they're up to the task this season, and I feel like it's gonna be a smooth win for Bayern. Yeah.
I remember when Atalanta was beat you guys, they had the likes of De Roon, Cop Miners. They really had a good squad. I remember it was their second season after getting promoted. They had a solid squad, but you try and compare with Bayern. Bayern is a different animal when it comes to Champions League knockout football. They approach these games differently from how they play in Bundesliga. They have a good and a very fluid attack. Serge Gnabry, Harry Kane, Luis Diaz, Musiala. They have Kimmich, Pavlovic, Jonathan Tah, Manuel Neuer. These are key players. You compare the quality those guys possess with the Atalanta players, it's a bit off. So for me, Bayern will boss both legs. And then now we come to the second side, the second side. Maybe you take us through that.
Yeah, we have Leverkusen versus Arsenal.
A very easy path for us, Arsenal. I think they'll win that game. Leverkusen are not doing well.
Yeah, true. I feel like since the departure of Xabi Alonso, they have not really been performing well. And I feel like the fact that you lose key factor like Florian Wirtz, the fact that you are not performing, it means that you meeting Arsenal, that's going to be a challenge for you. And remember, Arsenal has never won the Champions League, and they might think this is their season, but it's not.
Surprisingly, on this other side, we have 8 teams, but one team has 5 Champions League, the rest have 0. Anyway, Bodo Glimt will be facing Sporting Lisbon. Bodo Glimt is the underdog for this season in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And why they're winning games is because the climate in Norway is crazy. Teams are struggling to play Bodo Glimt away. Remember, they beat City, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, and several other teams have dropped points there. So I think Sporting will really struggle to play Bodo. But Sporting also, they've been performing well. They finished in the top 8. So that just shows you how class they are. And they have a solid team. I've been watching them.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a good game to watch. As you have said, I feel like Sporting might lose to the team away, but I feel like they can get a win at home. Yeah.
So this is a game of 2 results.
Yeah.
I think Bodo will win at home, Sporting at home. Yeah, that's an interesting fixture. And now the next interesting one is Atletico versus the
wounded
Spurs.
I feel like it's gonna be a good game, but it's gonna be an easy win to Atletico Madrid.
Home and away.
Yeah, home and away.
Lukman brace, and then away Julian Alvarez will put the final nail on the coffin. Then the last game we have Newcastle versus Barcelona. 2 teams that met in the group stage rounds. Barca won 2-0 at St. James Park. So this game's Newcastle will start playing at home. And I feel like last season Barcelona performed well. It's only that Inter decided to kick them out only with 1 goal. So it's not an easy fixture for Barcelona. Simply because they struggle with their setup, Highline. They've conceded so many goals just because of the system that Hansi Flick has been using. But one thing with Barcelona, you will score against them. And one thing for sure, you will also concede. So also this is a game of 2 games. Barca might draw and win at home or lose and win at home.
Yeah, I feel like in as much as we have said the performance of Newcastle is not that good, I feel like they're going to give Barcelona a hard time. They're not going to get that easy win, but at the end of the day, Barcelona is going to carry the day.
So those are our predictions. See you when the knockout competition starts. Remember, this episode is brought to you by playmaster.co.ke. Also, you can use our USSD, that's *265#. See you on the next one.